Hello everyone. Maybe wondering why I'm dressed up like this. Well, next week is going to be the Hannibal season 3 premiere, and before I review the first episode of that season, I will probably review each episode of every season, so that will become a bit more of a daily thing, weekly thing here on my channel during the summer of watching Hannibal. But before that, I will give you reviews. Well, actually, I'm not sure about that. I'll give you the review of the first episode, and then I will give you a review of probably the last episode, and then I'll tell you what the whole season is as a whole. But before any of that happens, I'm going to give you my reviews of the first 2 seasons. And of course, today we're talking about the first season, Hannibal Season 1. So, sit down with a great glass of wine with some liver and enjoy my review of Hannibal Season 1. And to tell you the synopsis of this franchise, I'll read you off the back, and that may sound very unprofessional. Holy crap. It may sound very unprofessional, but you know what? I do not give a shit. Now, basically, in this first season, you have FBI agent Will Graham, played by Hugh Dancy. And FBI agent Will Graham hunts the most notorious serial killers. Graham is both gifted and cursed with an extraordinary ability. He can think and see of his prey. Because he can basically think and almost act and go through the emotions of his prey. And basically can see and feel what they feel. But what he doesn't know is that his new partner is the most notorious serial killer of them all. While pursuing an especially troubling cannibalistic murder, Special Agent Jack Crawford, played of course by Lawrence Fishburne, teams Graham with a highly respected psychiatrist, a man with a taste for the criminally minded, Dr. Hannibal Lecter, played by Mads Mikkelsen. And Dr. Lecter tests Graham every step of the way, toying with him and playing a game all his own, while they work to unravel the mystery and catch the killer. Like only Lecter can, he twists Graham's mind, daring him to question everything he knows about others and himself. And of course, this is basically in the whole Hannibal Lecter franchise. You know, Silence of the Lambs, Manhunter, Red Dragon, Hannibal, Hannibal Rising, all those other movies. And the only one which I will fully admit I freaking love, one of my other favorite movies, is of course Silence of the Lambs. So, and here's the thing: is I haven't seen these shows on live television. So I saw these on Netflix last year. And you know what? I fell in love with this franchise. I really, really did. I thought the storytelling, the pacing, the structure, how every single episode went was hypnotic and incredibly engrossing all the way through. The tense, dark, depraved, and unbearably tense nature of this this series is incredible. It really keeps you on your toes every single second, and while every second may not be important as it needs to be, it's still highly engrossing and incredible to watch. The writing is just exceptional. It really is. All this dialogue they give off never feels awkward or forced. It feels very natural. And you can see from their certain degrees, like if they're PhDs or doctors or scholars in these certain regions like psychology, sociology, psychiatry, all that, it comes off very naturally. It comes off incredible. They really do sound professional. It's not like awkward exposition like this. It comes off very fluid, understandable, and you believe that these people are just genuine experts. Oh shit, my tie's fucked. I know. But sorry about the language. And it's just so damn good. And the structure is so good also too. I really do love it. It has a very slow burn. Immediately, I will tell you, it's a slow burn, and you know what? I'm sorry, it's going to be a bit of a slow burn. And for most people, that may not be interesting, but I like that. It really keeps me on my toes, And it proves to me, unlike a movie, like a TV show, which I do like better, which is Spartacus, is that it shows me that that action isn't everything. It's always about these characters. It's always about the characters and them giving good reasons why they're doing this. And you can always see them completely giving good, solid, fundamental reasons of why they do what they do. It really is incredible. And the way they can just simply sit down and talk about what they do and why they do this stuff is incredible. And how they hide behind their type of how they behind their masks is just incredible. Something I also have to highly praise of this franchise is, of course, the acting. Now, I want to say this. I won't say it's weak, but I won't say it's the weakest performance. But I would say the most obviously okay performance for me is Lawrence Fishburne as Jack Crawford. Where I think he is good, but I do kind of put in my mind anyone can play this character. And he does give a good performance, but then again, I can tell myself I can see someone doing this better than Lawrence Fishburne. Like maybe, I don't know, Christopher Plummer. Maybe that may be more interesting, like more old sage wise man type of character. I think that'd be interesting, especially someone like Plummer or Ian McKellen. That'd be very interesting if he took that role. But I'm saying, Lawrence Fishburne and Jack Crawford, he's really, really good, and I really do respect him immensely for playing this role. He's very commanding, very authoritative, and he's almost like a father figure to Will's character in a way. And now, of course, the two main characters, Will Graham and Hannibal Lecter. Now let's talk about Will Graham first. Will Graham, played by Hugh Dancy, is incredible. It really is incredible. Watching him just enfoil this character, how the ability has a certain sense, he can think like his prey, that he does, the way he thinks like them, the way he imitates them, the way he puts it's the essential way of putting him in the serial killer's shoes and seeing how they went all wrong through the kills. It was an extraordinary talent. The way they show it is incredible too. I think it's incredibly well done. It's one of those, in my opinion, one of those all-time great characters where it has two split personality types, but you see him kind of going through certain episodes, and you're like him becoming very, very hardly emotional, and how all these crime things that he sees can truly psychologically get to him and almost like break him down. And there's much where he would just sweat in tears, and he would have wet dreams, not in a dirty way. I mean, not in a dirty way, but very much wet dreams that he wake up in a deep sweat. And there's also moments where he was just seriously, he's very, very exceptional in this one. He was incredibly great. Shit, that was a fly. But let's get to the main elephant in the room of this TV series. Mads Mikkelsen as Hannibal Lecter. In my opinion, this performance should be in the top 10 greatest TV performances of the 2010s. It really is fantastic. The way he can just slip into this very much depraved, older, very, very psychologically damaged. Okay, I wouldn't say he's damaged, but he's psychologically gifted, and he's a friggin' brilliant character. Is exceptional. The way he has this incredible elegance and sophistication within him that you really believe. But under all that, he's also very much this type of really real sick fuck who gets some kind of weird joy out of killing people and eating them. It's just really, really weird. What the hell is that? Oh well. But it's incredible to watch, and he's absolutely phenomenal. He's the best performance in the movie, in this TV show. I do think, and I love how they both pretty much their yin to their yangs. Will Graham is much more emotional, how much these type of things can get to him, and he has a brilliant mind, but he can get into he can kind of slip into certain emotional states of breaking himself, and it's really much like that. He's very much the emotional weight, whereas Hannibal Lecter is much more the sophistication weight, where he's very much more mind over matter. He's much more sophisticated and elegant, but he's more hardened but he's much more emotional, and you really see him grow. as a character. He's exceptional. Of course, with any franchise, there's some side characters who are going to be very annoying. And there's one character I forgot her name, but the girl. If you watch the show, the girl with the curly hair, I found her really fucking annoying. And there's some moments where I just want to shoot her right in the face. Not literally, because I'm sure the actor is a really nice person, but her character alone is really annoying. But she's, in my view, she's kind of like this show is Family Guy's Meg. Like, you just love to hate her. And by the end, I'm just saying, she gets her justice, in my view. She gets something which she rightfully deserves, and I'm not spoiling anything here. And the way they craft these kills, the way they craft all this up, the whole is like, it seems like before they made this series, they're just like, okay, here's your main skeleton around here. Just check it through the storyline and the plot, and make sure there's no plot holes or anything like that. It's exceptional. There's like going back for of this review, the writing. Seriously, the writing in this TV show is just fantastic. It really is. And I'll definitely say the biggest difference between season 1 and season 2 is that season 1 is that you really do see these characters slip into the iconic characters you know about. It's like this first season is all about the transition of these characters becoming normal people into more unstable, really mental cases type of characters, and you see them slip into real dementia at times, and it's incredible. You see it really, really incredible. And the season 2 is very much seeing these iconic characters really come out and see the more iconic moments. And as far as the first season goes, it's perfect. In my opinion, it's perfect. With structure, with storytelling, with entertaining effects. That's one thing I want to talk about, the entertainment. Is that it keeps, there's something about this show, which I'm going back to my review on my TV thoughts on Breaking Bad, where I thought there's a moment where it would just drag down. This show is incredible. It really keeps it going interesting. Even if you're doing something that's really simplistic, let's say just cooking something, or just simply sitting down and talking with someone, it's still interesting. Unlike in Breaking Bad, where I thought it was just like downright boring as fuck at times. Again, I'm sorry for people who do like Breaking Bad, but I just don't care. Okay? I don't care what you think. Really, I just don't. But in the end, Hannibal is, in my view, almost a perfect TV show with brilliant storytelling, exceptional writing, incredible characters, and captivating and emotional and very, very hard to gripping scenes to go through. And also the effects are pretty good, damn good at times. I really do love those effects, especially with the deer. That's very, very creative. High props to the design makers of the show. And also the show is quite gruesome. It's not gory, because that's capturing it in the moment, even though it does show that at times, but it's much more graphic than gory. There is a difference. Don't get that confused. But in the end, wrapping this video up for Hannibal Season 1, I have little to no complaints about it, except for maybe it's not for everyone. But by the end, Hannibal Season 1, in my opinion, gets a solid 2 thumbs up, in my opinion. And in the end, that's my thought on Hannibal Season 1, everyone. I really do hope you enjoyed this review of Hannibal Season 1. And as always, thank you for watching. Click down below for the big subscribe button. And as always, everyone, thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the future for more videos. As always, see you then.